How's it going, everyone, and welcome to today's video. In this one, I'm going to be telling you why and how this channel is going to succeed and how it is honestly going to change the lives of balding men all over the world. Now, you're going to want to stick around to find out why, because you have something very important to do with it. You might also see my hair. I've grown my hair out now for like 2 weeks, and you're gonna find out why I've done that in the up and coming next few videos. But anyway, let's get on with the video. So I made a video recently where we had Adam on the show, and Adam, you know, we had a chat about his hair loss, and then he went for it and he shaved his head. And I knew that video was gonna do well, but I didn't expect quite so much what actually happened in that video. If we look at the views were 50,000 people have viewed that video over 5 days, and to be honest, I expected it. I've been doing it for long enough now, you know, almost a year, to kind of gauge how well a video is gonna do before I post it. So the views didn't surprise me, but what did surprise me were the comments. Now, I want to take you inside my channel analytics. And if we look in the analytics here, you're going to see here that a lot of people dropped off right at the very start because they probably hit the video and they realized that Adam's head shave started at 15 minutes. So if we jump straight to the 15-minute mark here, you can see there's this little bump, and that is where a lot of people watching the video. A lot of people watched the head shave, but some of them got bored and they probably jumped straight to the start, and then boom, they want to see the result at the end. They want to see how he looked. And so you see here a lot of watch time in the final portion because they wanted to see how his head looked. Views did really well with this one. You can see here, look, on average I get a typical in this period about 4,000 to 6,000 views. Here, look, we've already got 51,000 views. So the views really well, but it's not actually the steady views or these watch time audience retention that surprised me. The thing I want to focus on here is over here, the comments. The comments, guys, are the reason why this channel, Baldcafe, is going to succeed, and it's going to change people's lives. And who's responsible for the comments? You guys are. I was absolutely blown away by the comments in this video. So supportive, amazing comments, and I just can't thank you guys enough. And it shows something to me. You know, this shows to me, and I hope that it shows a lot of people watching this video who are worried about shaving their head. It just shows of how much of a positive community we've built up here, and it shows how positively people can react to it. We've got 7,500 subscribers here, and I know that the majority of those guys are all going to comment positive things because I've noticed that this community is a positive one, it's growing, and it's just fantastic. But we've obviously got 50,000 views, so that obviously shows as well that there's other people out there in the world watching this video, commenting, that respond to a guy doing something like embracing the baldness, tackling those demons, shaving off that hair. They just respond so well, and I think it's just fantastic. And so I wanted to highlight that in today's video. Money boy. My little money boy. Woo. Just some examples here. We got one here, you know, looks much better. Went from looking like a librarian to an MMA fighter. Now he looks 26, before he looked 45. Congratulations, interesting watch. I could see the hesitation, but honestly, you know it, man. You look 10 times better with the skinhead than with hair. Nice job. Bro, you look good shaved for real. Greetings from Italy. Much better, Adam. Congrats. You can see here close to 500 awesome, supportive comments. I'm sure Adam was blown away by this, and I was as well. And so, you know, this is something that I'm quite proud of, but I'm more proud of you guys, the guys that watch and engage in these videos, because this, at the end of the day, is what it's all about. We're building up an awesome, supportive community here, and I really want to just say thank you. You know, this gives other people so much confidence. They're watching this video, worried about going bald. They're worried, they don't know if they should shave it off. They're going to be here in the comments. Look at how supportive and how amazing so many people responded to an action like this. It's going to give them confidence. It's going to give them that courage to just go for it and then realize themselves just how awesome it feels. And I was thinking, you know, why are these guys, you know, guys like us, people that have embraced it already, you know, why are we so positive about this stuff and supportive? And I think it's because we know how hard it is. We know all the trouble that you have to go through, but we also know how much people can benefit from fully embracing it, you know, being themselves, not hiding from it, you know, building that courage, like I said. And I think we just want to pass on that positivity to other people. And so to those guys, thank you. To all the people that engage in it, even if you haven't shaved it off, even if you just find these videos interesting, you find them inspiring, or maybe you're going through that, you know, transition, you haven't quite got that yet, I really want to thank you. It's because of you guys that this channel, this community is going to impact so many people so positively. Now, I'll mention briefly, very briefly, that there is hate, unfortunately. There is some hate, but it's so minor, so minuscule compared to the positivity that it's barely even worth mentioning. And I talked about it in my most recent podcast episode, and I said, if I ever get any hate, or if the channel ever gets any hate, it's always from those people who maybe take Propecia, or they just completely disagree with this idea of shaving it off. And you have to wonder, you know, I wonder if it's because they see these people being happy after hair loss, you know, they're dealing with it positively, and they've been able to get through it, get over it. And I wonder if that creates an element of insecurity. It feels uncomfortable to them, and, you know, they then react by lashing out and writing some, you know, fuck you, Baldcafe is fucking bullshit, you look shit, this looks shit, you know. And you have to ask yourself why someone would do that, you know, why someone would hate on other people, you know, making the best out of their own situation. It's an interesting thing to think about, but I don't want to give it any more time than it really, you know, it needs. One thing I refuse to do, though, is to snap back at those people, because we're not about that. This is not what that community is about. You know, if someone blindly hates on someone else for something, it shows a lot about their character, right? It shows a lot about the person that they are, and we're just not about that here. So I would encourage others to do the same also, because I've had it before where guys have come in and they've kind of hated, and I've said, hey, you know, think about, you know, really think about why you would need to put so much of your happiness, right, put so much worth into something like your hair. And often, upon a little bit of reflection, right, they will see that it really comes down to worrying, caring so much about what other people think about them, right? And it provokes thought in their mind, and then through the various content that we've got on the channel, you know, people sharing their stories, they can see that, oh, there's all these guys talking openly and honestly about getting through something like hair loss, and of course you've got the tutorials and everything. You know, we might be able to turn those people around. But if I went straight in there and attacked them, no, you don't know what you're talking about, blah, 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 you gotta shave your head, you know, swearing at them, attacking them, it's just gonna turn them off completely. It's gonna switch them off, and they're gonna, you know, that's just almost what they want, really. And so that's not what Baldcafe is about. Like I said, I was so blown away by the positivity of that video that I had to make this one, just say thank you, and just to keep that ball rolling, and just appreciate, you know, I really appreciate everyone who engages in this channel. There's so much more to come, guys. We're gonna do more of Adam's story. We've got part 2 coming up. We're gonna get other guys doing the same, of course, in person. And guys, this movement, the ball is rolling now. It's all thanks to you guys. I want to thank you again for the positivity, for the love that you show, for the respect, keeping this thing going. It's all down to you guys. So I want to thank you for watching this video as well. I'll be back very soon with another one. I'm super excited for the videos coming up soon. I will see you then. Goodbye.